This is live.
Of our country who live here.
Thanks a lot, Carolyn. What is the level of concern that the administration has regarding a protracted government shutdown in terms of its impact on the U.S. economy and also its impact on small businesses as well?
Well, look, this government shutdown is no doubt going to impact everyday Americans, and it is the fault of the Democrats that we are in this position. And I know I relayed some programs that will be impacted. The vice president did as well, but I just want to make sure the American public understand what the Democrats have done to our government and our country. 1.3 million active duty troops will work now without pay. Critical food assistance for low-income women, infants, and children will now lapse. No new mothers or children are allowed to join this critical program because of the Democrats' decision to shut down the government. Telehealth services for seniors and in-home treatment options for Medicare patients will now come to an end. Nearly 50,000 members of the United States Coast Guard are going to have to work unpaid. Over 13,000 air traffic controllers will work without pay, as well as TSA agents, which will very likely create flight disruptions, and pay will now stop for over 150,000 federal law enforcement officers. These are not just numbers and statistics. These are real Americans who have families at home. And I saw some Democrat members today saying they're still going to accept their paychecks because they have 3 kids at home and they have mouths to feed. Well, so do these federal workers who those same Democrats just voted to shut down the government and turn off their pay. And we believe that's very unfair, and it's why the administration wants to see the government reopened.
You see that? So you see who's hurt and who cannot apply for assistance and things of that nature, man. All right? But you see, they're always pushing the left this and the left saying is the right that. But hey, what they're doing is pushing division. All right? That's all they're doing. They're pushing this major division, and it's going to add to the civil war, the chaos of division. All right? Political parties, man, saying one side is the reason for this and the other side is the reason for that. And people going to clash, and it's going to be bloody. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see? And this is going to add to them implementing more laws, man. Okay? Due to the chaos. See, it's all a part of the plan. See, people are struggling and people aren't thinking, so people are just emotional and don't know what's going on. That's good though. Why? Because it's prophecy. All right. 2 Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So when these people fight against each other, they're not gonna just be out there protesting and titty bumping and pushing each other, cussing each other out, and hitting each other with signs. No, man. No, it's gonna get bloody. They're gonna shoot each other. They're gonna stab each other. They're gonna take each other's lives. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings or princes, and of course the acts shall stand against their power. So ain't nobody gonna be able to control these people, man. All right, they're going after political figures. In other words, these political figures are gonna lose control. But how you gain it back? The military troops are already set. All right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. You see these hardships, man. All right? So we don't know how long the government is going to be shut down. I pray it's for a minute. But, hey, the hardships are there. And they're going to continue to build up. They're going to continue to increase. And people are going to continue to blame one another. And soon they're going to come after one another and take out one another, man, with swords in their hands, guns, and all forms of weapons, man. So, hey, the things that's going on are not just put to the forefront to play around. No, it's prophecy, all right? But stay prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's a day of atonement, a serious time to afflict your souls, man. Be thankful for Yahweh Shema Shai, for being thankful for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh sending his only God son, Yahweh Shai. to shed his blood to be the sacrificial lamb for the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect, man, so we can have a way back to the Heavenly Father, man. And this is the time where, hey, it's really going to pay off, man, for being obedient, man. All right, so, hey, we hadn't seen nothing yet. Just this one day, 24 hours of fasting, afflicting our souls, is nothing compared to what we're about to go through, but it's going to pay off. All right, remember, it's to build us up, re-energize us, man, rejuvenate us, man. All right, so be thankful. I'm talking to myself first and foremost, to be patient, because we're going to suffer. We're going to go through a lot, but Yahweh Shema Shai got us. Hey, all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai Wahara, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen, something like the heathen. Beginning with 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom.